Hope that works.
All right, so where was I? Serious, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what I talked about. All right.
Or she doesn't like talking about anything serious.
Yeah, you know, every single time I bring up anything serious, she kind of backs off, shuts down a little bit. She gets in a little bit of an emotional craze. She kind of becomes a little bitch. I mean, to put it in a decent way, I mean, she does. She becomes a typical Italian girl, just starts yelling at you, just starts swearing at you. I mean, I've gotten sworn at more, I think, with her than any other girl, but I mean, I do just kind of attribute that fact to her Italian side. I mean, all the Italian women, they always have that label of being fiery and feisty, and she's right on cue with that label. I mean, she hasn't lost a beat with that one. So I mean, I don't know. It's just anything I bring up, any serious issues to her, she shuts down right away and just doesn't want to talk about them. We get in a fight.
So first, I'd like to recommend you not call her a bitch to her face.
Well, I haven't.
So it seems that you get angry about things rather easily with her.
Yeah.
That's,
Angry, annoyed. I don't know. I think maybe it's because I'm past the whole college thing. Maybe I find some of it annoying. Like, I don't find going out to the bars every weekend enjoyable anymore. Even when I go see her, we'll go out to the bars. I don't find the whole packed college student bar environment fun anymore. So, I mean, I don't know if it's more upset, but I think it's more or less, I find it a little annoying sometimes, which is something I know eventually will end, especially after college.
so for now, when these annoyances come up, what is your reaction?
My reaction to it all is just, I kind of break down a little bit. I wouldn't say break down. I mean, I do get a little angry with her. I can tend to be a little immature about the situations, even when we're talking, like she'll apologize or something. I tend to just kind of carry it forward a little bit more. I tend to make stupid little side comments, like about, oh, you have a party with your frat, how many ex-boyfriends do you have in that frat tonight? I just make stupid little comments like that. I kind of get her going. But I mean, I don't do these like to get her, to purposely get her angry with me or anything like that. They're just side comments that I just make. I mean nothing by them. I trust her. I do trust her. I know she's not going to do anything. If she was going to do something, she wouldn't be calling or texting me every time she comes home at night. I mean, I feel like there would be, even at 3 o'clock in the morning, if she was bringing somebody else home, that I would not get a phone call. So I mean, I make comments to get her going, but I mean, I mean nothing by it. She just fumes at them.
So there are probably better reactions to like those kinds of things, yes?
Yeah, I would say.
I mean, like, what do you think are some things that would be, or a better way for you to react when she has to go to a party with another fraternity?
Lately, I've developed the whole "I don't give a fuck" attitude. I mean, that's kind of one of my big personalities. With her, I think it kind of tries to go downhill a little bit, or it does go downhill big time. I mean, a lot of things in life, I just don't care. With her, I think I need to try to keep that mentality going a little bit. I mean, she's going to go out. She's not a big drinker, but when she does, like, I mean, she's tiny, so I mean, when she doesn't drink, she gets tipsy fast, which worries me, and I don't know what she's doing. I don't know how she's getting home. I don't know who's watching her or anything like that. So, I mean, I don't know.
So there's concern there,
Concerned with what?
like her safety.
Yeah, I mean, I worry. I mean, I always worry about her. I mean, I worry about a lot of things with her. Just worry about not hearing the emotions that I want. I don't know what her feeling is in the relationship at all, ever. I'm worried about how she does get home. I'm worried about what she's doing, who she's doing it with. I mean, but I worry about that, but then I don't. I don't know. It's weird to explain, because I do trust her. I don't think she's going to go cheat on me, but I do worry about certain aspects of her life. There are certain decisions she's making.
But, and you say you trust her, but you've had trust issues in the past that, and these are not carrying over?
I've had trust issues with one girl that I know cheated on me before she broke up with me. Partly just because she was in another relationship that she's still in now to this day, 2-something years later. She started that relationship not even a month after we had started dating, so there was clearly something going on before us. So I mean, maybe those issues are carrying forward a little bit, but I feel more comfortable with her than I did with my ex-girlfriend for a while ago.
Okay. And I want to go back to this I don't give a fuck attitude. It doesn't apply to Jacqueline?
It does in a way. I mean, I feel like it's kind of, I don't know, I mean, I kind of feel like it goes downhill a little bit. I mean, there's other aspects of my life where the whole I don't give a fuck attitude has pretty much just taken control of. My job is one of them. I feel like special ed, you kind of need to develop that attitude of whatever, you're going to act like a piece of shit one day, but you'll probably be fine the next day. So I mean, I've kind of had that attitude of I don't care what's going to happen today, tomorrow will be better. I mean, certain friends that I've had, it's like whatever happens, who cares? But with her, it's just, I don't know if that whole attitude, it just kind of disappears, or it's at a minimum with her just because, I mean, I feel closer to her, I share a lot more with her, so I think just that in general just kind of, I don't know, maybe the closeness I feel with her, the more I open up to her, that whole attitude kind of goes down.
So it sounds also maybe like there's a little bit of worry that feelings aren't being, not reciprocated, but she's not sharing with you, or worry about what may happen or may not happen, like down the road, or...
I don't know, like I said before, I think after she graduates college, it'll be a little different. I mean, she'll be closer to home. I mean, she'll be in school 8-10 hours a day for 5 days a week, where I won't be able to talk to her like now. I can talk to her. She can text me when she's in class. She can text me when she's at work. In August of this year, she's going to start grad school, and it's going to be a situation where I'm just not going to hear from her for 10 hours a day. So I've been trying to get a little bit better with not talking to her throughout the day in a way. Like, I don't care if I text her or whatnot now. I've been trying to redevelop the whole I don't care attitude. So I mean, I'm trying to get past it. I feel like I'm doing a better job at it, and she knows it. I've talked to her about it. She sees it, but then she'll still see the ounces of immaturity, I guess, on my part from not hearing from her at all for 5-6 hours.
And you've brought this up a couple times, not hearing from her for a few hours, and what is it about that kind of...
I don't know. It kind of goes back to the priorities we talked about too. I mean, I feel like if I don't hear from her for 5-6 hours total, I don't feel like I'm getting that. I don't feel like I'm a priority to her. I mean, I'm always thinking about her. I'm always wanting to text her, but I don't feel like that's the same way. That's the same feeling back towards me. I mean, so I mean, I feel like she's not making me a priority in her life like she should be, or not giving it all to our relationship. So, yeah, I don't know.
So again, it sounds like because of the priorities and where you stand in those, that there is maybe some concern, or maybe not a disconnect, but just a difference in how you deal with those situations.
Yeah, I mean, she's very comfortable in our relationship. Maybe that's something that, I mean, like, I'm comfortable, but I'm not all at the same time. I mean, she's at the point where she knows that, like, I'm in her future. And we've been planning future trips together. Like I said, we talked about even weddings, marriages, all that. So she has me firmly implanted in her future. So I think she's very, very comfortable with where we're at. I feel like she might be almost a little too comfortable, in a way that we kind of skip that whole new relationship phase of sharing feelings and sharing how we feel with each other. I mean, I feel like every relationship has that stage, and we just kind of skipped it all. So I feel like she may have gotten too comfortable too fast, which could be why I'm pissed off all the time about her not sharing her emotions.
Okay, well, it seems that the difference with emotions is kind of causing one of the biggest problems. That and the distance, which you said is going to resolve itself shortly.
A couple months.
Okay, so if she's still gonna be, busy during the day for 10 hours, you're not gonna be able to hear from her. How is that gonna be any different than if you don't hear from her for 5 or 6 hours?
Now I don't know what the hell she's doing during the day. I know she has class certain times. I know she has work certain times. But then there's parts of the day where I don't know what the hell she's doing. She doesn't say anything to me. She doesn't say like, oh, hey, I'm going to work out. It's just one of those things where I'll text her, like, I think she's free, and she doesn't say what she's doing or anything like that. So I have no idea. So now I'm sitting here thinking, it's like, oh, what did I do? What did I do to piss her off this time? Or, when she's in class for 10 hours a day, I know that she's in class. I know I'm not going to hear from her too much. I don't know, I'm going to have my I don't give a fuck attitude on 100%.
So you want your worlds to be kind of more meshed, where you know what she's doing, she knows where you are.
Kind of in a way. I mean, it's nice to know. It's like a check-in status, so I don't feel like an asshole texting her and not getting anything back, or I'm not worrying or anything like that. I mean, I'm to the point where now, she knows pretty much everything I'm doing. She knows I work, then she knows I coach, then she knows I go home and sit on my couch and watch movies and eat dinner. I mean, she knows that my schedule, because I share it with her. She doesn't like to share a lot with me. So I'm stuck wondering what she's doing at the time. I'm stuck wondering what she's not doing. I mean, who she's hanging out with. I don't know. I mean, some of these things, it's just like, what is going on? I don't understand.
Okay, so the difference in emotions seems like lack of communication on Jacqueline's part, and her priorities are things that are triggers for you. So I think something that you could work on would be some different way to react to maybe not knowing where she is, or her going to fraternity events, or her being with her sorority friends, that maybe you could find different ways of reacting to those instead of getting, like you said, pissed off.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely some probably decent ways I can react. I mean, the whole attitude that I have normally I feel like I need to try to rebuild that in my head, just saying like, hey, I don't care where she's at. I know I trust her. I know she's not doing anything bad. I just need to kind of develop that attitude in my head and tell myself that everything's all right.
Well, I think that those are some things that you should try, and we can talk about how they went next time we meet.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You know you're not even close to 30.